press the fast forward button to play the disc. Or, if you have a Video Now XP, you can press B now to access the interactive features.
I think that touring life is, it's totally different, you know, you're on the road, you're not at home. The very next day you're in a new place. It's like every day is, you know, a new city and a new crowd and a new venue and a different kind of energy. The first time you get on tour, it's a little bit hard, you know, you're kind of adjusting to a whole new lifestyle for a couple months. It's definitely kind of challenging, but once you get used to it, it's really fun. It's very exciting, and you kind of make a life and a family out on the road, you know, with everyone that you're working with. And I'm lucky to have a really cool crew and a really good band, and I have a lot of fun touring, and just getting to see all the people that come out and support you is really amazing, and it's truly an exciting feeling being on stage. And it's really me being myself, you know, when I do movies and stuff, acting like a different character. So every day it's going to work and kind of putting yourself in someone else's shoes, which is really fun. I love doing that as well, but it's great to get out there and relate to your music and show people kind of who you are inside, and them just accept you. It's cool.
Early and cold. Hello, we are in Winnipeg right now. It's the coldest place in Canada that we've been the whole time. It's like 20 below zero. It's freezing outside. There's like piles of snow everywhere. It's crazy. We're going to the venue right now, and we're all trying hard not to get sick.
Let me go get Hilary. Hold on 1 second, please. Thank you. This is for 17 magazine, 15 minutes. Carrie Princess. No, yeah, 15 minutes, right? Hold on 1 second. Your time is starting now.
Hi, Alexis. How are you? Sorry, can you repeat the question? Oh, what? Oh my gosh, that's a big question. Touring in the winter in Canada was quite a challenge. The Canadian fans were awesome, and I love Canada, it's beautiful, but the weather conditions were really tough sometimes. The whole time it was 40 below zero or colder. It makes it really hard for the crew, you know, to be moving all the equipment and stuff in the cold, and you can't walk out of the hotel or the bus without your hat and your scarf and your gloves and your jacket and your boots, and you know, because I couldn't risk getting sick, you know, to cancel a show, and so I wasn't outside at all for like a whole entire month. There was a couple times where we were scared that the shows were going to get canceled because we weren't going to be able to make it to the next town because freeways were closed because there was so much snow or ice, or it was unsafe. It was scary, but definitely interesting. I'm happy that I did it, and that I have that experience now. One time when we were doing sound check, I guess it was towards the end of the tour, and everyone tries to find dumb jokes to play on each other. And I came out there and I was kind of tired, and everyone was like ready to go, and we picked a song that we were going to play, and they know that, you know, So Yesterday was one of the first songs that I released as my single. And so I like the song, but I'm really tired of singing it because it's kind of the song that started me off, started that God started playing on the radio the most. So everybody really knows that song. So we play it during every single show. And I guess for the rest of my life, as long as I tour, I'm always going to have to be singing that song. And I get really tired of singing it, even though the crowd likes it. So they know that during sound check, you know, we just go on and make sure that everything sounds okay in the venue, and tweak a couple things to make sure that, you know, my ears are right and everyone's instruments aren't like giving any feedback or doing anything weird. So we do that at every venue. We just do like 3 or 4 songs, and they always know that I'm never going to pick So Yesterday because I'm sick of singing it. And so I told them the songs that I wanted to sing, and I got ready to sing, and the music started. And right before the actual like music came in, everyone kind of like dropped their instruments and like pulled out these little kazoos or something, and they were all like colorful, and they all started doing this like dorky little dance, and it just kind of shocked me. I was like, what? Like, you guys are crazy.
So when she comes out, I'll just say, listen, we've kind of worked up a different version of one of your songs.
Let's hide them.
And just spring them on
Work
her.
it out then.
What? That's what I'm saying. That's what it is.
What's the pick?
She's so serious. My band's weird.
And it made me laugh, and it's kind of a good memory, you know, to think of everyone kind of planning that and thinking that I would think it was funny. I like that a lot. The triplets are my backup singers, and they dance a little bit. If you look at them on stage, the order they stand in is Bailey, Abby, and then Rachel. And they're really cool girls. They're sisters, and they've been through a lot, and they love each other so much. You just see like how close they are, and they have a lot of fun together, and they're absolutely crazy and goofy, and they're really cute, and they do a good job. They're great dancers. And Ty is one of my guitar players, and he's great. He kind of keeps everyone in line. He's also the musical director, so he kind of whips everybody into shape when they need it. He's got a really good ear. He's got a very dry sense of humor, so sometimes you don't always know when he's kidding or not.
A lot of people ask, is Hilary a nice person? Yeah.
Was that a little,
But he's a very funny guy. And then we've got Shawnee, and she is my drummer. I really love having a female drummer. I don't think that there's too many out there. And she just kills it every night. That girl gives it all she's got. Another funny thing is she's tall, but she's very, very skinny. And she's got like these cut arms, and she breaks drumsticks every night. And I love that. I think it's very funny. Then we've got Jason Hook. And Jason Hook is a guitar player. And he's a new one. He's like a new addition to the band. He's from Toronto, so having him in Canada was a good thing to talk to the crowd every night, because I would introduce him and be like, this is Jason Hook, and everything like that. And then I would tell everybody that he was from Canada, and they'd just go crazy. And Jason's a really talented guitar player, and a lot of the girls I could tell in the audience have a crush on him. Then we've got Lauren on the keyboards, and Lauren's funny because he has to put up with me a lot. I climb up on his riser a lot too, and sometimes I'll pound. I don't know how to play piano or keyboard or anything, so I'll like pound on his keyboard and mess him up a little bit, and I think it looks kind of funny, and he kind of lets me do it, or like I'll turn off his keyboard so it won't make any noise for a while until he finds out that it's turned off. And I don't think the crowd minds. I think they think it's funny. And he's really nice, and he does really great impressions of people on tour. And keeps everybody laughing. And then we have Kurt, and Kurt is the bass player, and he's kind of a new addition as well. He played in my sister's band when she toured with me for a while. He's just a really nice guy. He's also very talented and really friendly. I like him. He's a good addition.
Sound check!
When we first got out to California, you know, it was kind of like we were all a team, like my mom, my sister, and I. We didn't know anyone in the business. You know, when we came out here, we had no connections, we didn't know anything, you know. So really my mom has just gotten so smart and helped us and really sacrificed and learned and really just worked hard for my sister and I to get somewhere out here because this is what we really wanted, you know. And so with the touring stuff, she's been so great, you know. I sing the type of music that I want to sing, I perform how I want to perform, and she's just supportive all around, you know, but she's also really smart, and I learned a lot from her. I found that, you know, since she's not my manager, everyone likes to think that she's my manager, but she's not. She's like, I'm just a mom. But she cares so much about like my well-being and my future and kind of the way we get treated by people and the people that we surround ourselves with and stuff, that I've really found that it helps having her around. And I do spend an abnormal amount of time with her, you know, because I'm a teenager, and most teenagers kind of are mad at their parents at my age, but I found keeping, you know, just agreeing with her and listening to her and really accepting that she knows what she's talking about has made our relationship really strong. And I learn from her every single day, and I'm so lucky to have such a solid support system out of her. And she's funny. She makes me laugh all the time. She's crazy. One of my best friends, Brittany, was out on the road with me, and I love her so much. I've never had, you know, such a good friend and someone who really cares about me, and I really care about her, and I've never seen anything but support and positive things come out of Brittany, and we relate to each other really well, you know. And so she came out on the road with me, and she's actually been traveling with me for a really long time now, like a year, and we've been all over the world together, and we have such a good time. Like, we toured all of Canada together, and it was really cold, and we had both never been in such cold weather, and she's just a really sweet girl that likes to have fun, and she does little things that really help. She answers the phone when we stay in hotel rooms, which is every night. She makes sure that, like, when we leave, we have a key, because I'm kind of irresponsible that way, so. Troy is kind of like my go-to guy, my everything. I love him so much. I consider him one of my best friends and family, and I met him when I was working on my TV show, Lizzie McGuire, and he was the dialogue coach for the cast. We had an instant, like, compatible relationship, you know, like we really just loved each other, and we really got along well and understood each other. And since then, he's gone on to be on all of the movies that I've worked on. You know, now he's producing a lot of movies with us and stuff, and he's still on set with me every single day, and every time I go to an event, he's always there to make sure I feel comfortable and kind of keep things moving along. And he also, you know, with the music and stuff, he comes on tour. He makes sure that everything runs smoothly on tour and backstage, and handles a lot of the passes and the VIP meet and greets and stuff like that. And he's a really big support system as well. He's just really honest with me, and we have a great relationship. When we first got the dogs, we got them from Florida, and we came back to LA, and we had about 3 days in LA before we were going to Canada. And with dogs so little, you know, we got them when they were only like 6 weeks old, so they hadn't had all their shots yet, so we couldn't put them outside to kind of get introduced to, you know, the air, and it was cold in LA at the time, and the grass, anything could get them sick very easily because they're so little and their immune systems weren't that strong. And then when we got to Canada, they just didn't even know that an outside existed. You know, they thought that like this was it here inside, and they were happy, and they never really, they never knew there was an outside, so they didn't care. But we would it was so cold, it was like 40 below zero, so they had sweaters and like vests and like doggy shoes, and like we kind of went all out and spoiled those dogs. And we'd like stick them in our big coats and run into the hotel or run to the bus so they wouldn't be exposed to the cold air. One of my favorite memories of the tour is in between. I think I had a day off from being in Canada and doing a show, so we flew to Washington, D.C., and I got the honor of getting to perform at the presidential inauguration. There were a couple other cool artists that were there performing as well, and it was a big honor. You know, I got to meet President Bush and meet his wife, and there was so many people there supporting him, and he kind of spoke, and lots of people my age there that were involved in politics and really showed interest in it. Made it cool, you know, to know that people my age around the world are interested in that and want to know what's going on in the world, and keep up and educate themselves, and then, you know, when they're old enough to vote or whatever, be able to have like an opinion and a mindset of who they think they are as people and what they believe in, whether it's, you know, being a Republican or a Democrat or whatever it is you want to be. You know, it was cool to see how many kids were there, and to meet the president, to be a part of, you know, such a well-respected thing like that. I was really excited. We had a very interesting plane ride coming back to Canada to go to the show. We were about to land, and then the pilot that was flying the plane came down, or there was two pilots, and one of them, you know, came down and told us, he was like, "We're having a problem with one of the wheels." He was saying that the light in the cockpit wasn't coming on, telling them that the landing gear was down.
We're on the plane and we're going to Ottawa. We're getting ready to land, and we don't know if one of the wheels is out on the left side of the plane, our lucky side over here.
Right side.
And we hope we land safely, and it's scary, and Brittany can't breathe and her hand is sweaty.
They were like, well, the light could just be burned out in the cockpit and giving us wrong information, or the wheels could be down and we're gonna land on the belly of the plane. Basically, he was just like, well, it's gonna be a really rough landing. There could be sparks, a lot of smoke.
What we're gonna do, folks, is we're gonna make a low pass and get the tower to verify that they see the gear down before we do anything else. If it's down, it should be a normal landing, uneventful. If it's not, what will happen is when the right wing lowers and this wing lowers, you're going to hear some noise. You're probably going to see some sparks too. Okay, it's nothing to be alarmed about. That would be normal.
It was kind of stressful, you know. We were freaking out, and we kept flying around the airport, and they were trying to look to see if our wheels were down, and they couldn't give us an answer whether or not they were. You know, they couldn't really see them, and it was snowing outside, and it was just ice everywhere and snow, and it was really cold, and we would like look down out the windows, and all we saw was like police cars and ambulance. And when we were about to land, we were all looking out the window, and we just took a big old breath and said a prayer, and we landed on both wheels, and we were fine when we came in.
Two wheels.
Hallelujah!
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord.
Glory be to God!
It was just very stressful, and then we had to go play a show. Everyone, when we got to the venue, was like, oh, we're so happy you're okay, and this, that, and the other. We were so freaked out. And it was, it's an exciting story to tell, but I pray that nothing like that will ever happen again. I think we did about 2 mall signings on this tour, and they turned out to be really good. Like thousands and thousands and thousands of people came, so it wasn't really like an intimate setting. You know, there was still just crowds of people, so I didn't really like stand up and talk to like a crowd of like 5 people. You know, I was still talking to a big group of people, and it was still very loud. And the shows that we play are like anywhere from like 7 to like 13,000 people or 15,000 people. Talking to them is much easier, I think, than playing a show of like 100 to 200 people. I would be very nervous. You know, I get nervous when I have to like go make a speech somewhere or like go present an award, because I just feel like there's so much more pressure. You know, it's harder to talk to a smaller amount of people. But I feel like one-on-one with a fan would be really cool. You know, you kind of get to know each other, and I don't think that would be hard for me at all. You know, everybody always asks me, like, what do you do before you go on stage? What calms you down? What do you do? Yoga? Do you do this? Do you do that? And I don't stretch. I don't do yoga. I listen to a lot of music to kind of like pump myself up before the show. Let's see, I drink a lot of like hot tea with honey in it, and it kind of like soothes my throat. And the whole band gets together, and some of the crew, we put our right arm over our left arm, and we all hold hands like in a circle and say a little prayer, just like words of inspiration, and you know, no falls, no mess ups. We hope that like we inspire people tonight, and it's a good crowd, and we have energy in this. And you know, Troy always does the prayer, and he always makes it really funny, and we have a good time. And then at the end, we all kind of like throw our hands up.
Hilary, they planted it!
We try and keep things interesting and play jokes on each other and stuff, because doing the same show every single night gets kind of tiring. You know, even though we love it, it gets kind of repetitive. So it's a really good atmosphere. Lots of nice people. It's so surreal to kind of like think that all the different types of people, the different age range of people there, just everyone that comes out to my shows and stuff. It's like, I can't believe that these people like support me this much, you know, and they enjoy what I do this much, you know, and I must have affected them somehow to make them buy a ticket to my concert to come out and see me. You know, I'm so grateful, and I'm so thankful. And you see signs with really cool things written on them, like that look like they took a lot of time. You know, people have made signs with lights and stuff that say my name on it, or you know, like they have your name just like plastered all over their body, and you just feel so thankful, and like it's an awesome feeling, you know.
Now you can go to videonow.com and check out the latest and greatest shows for Video Now. The rest of this disc is for Video Now XP players only. Press stop now.
Welcome to the Hilary Duff Trivia Challenge! When is Hilary's birthday? Where did Hilary grow up? What hit TV series of Hilary's turned into a hit movie? What is Hilary's sister's name? Hilary shot her first commercial when she was... That's right! Not quite. Try again. How many dogs are there in the Duff's house? Hilary's debut album is called... Hilary's favorite color is... What color are Hilary's eyes? Hilary's favorite candy is... ...0 out of 10. 1 out of 10. 2 out of 10. 3 out of 10. 4 out of 10. 5 out of 10. 6 out of 10. 7 out of 10. 8 out of 10. 9 out of 10.